hearing and seeing are two different things. For one to clearly understand what's happening on the ground, one needs to be on the ground. Hello and welcome to yet another exciting edition of Constituency Talk. I'm your host, Delue Ropafazomaka. In this edition, we are going to take a closer look at some of the developmental projects and challenges that are in Vungu constituency.
Izinto eziningi esafuna ukulungiswa. Umgwaqo lo wethu hayi ufuna ukulungiswa kakhulu. Amadamu ethu ledamu ladabuka ngale likaKabulani. Sekuleminyaka ungalamuntu onikhangeleyo. Amanzi ezigabeni lapha abantu kathesi bangikambi imimango emide ukubona bethola amanzi. And bethola amanzi emizini yabanye abalemthombo yabo engathi kayichanga. Kodwa ke leminengi seyatsha lezibhorani ezingachoniyo lezi sekwatsha kusela lutho.
Water is a basic human right as laid out in the Constitution of Zimbabwe. And the people of Vungu constituency are crying out to the president and their legislator to have the water crisis and hunger situation solved.
Njalo into esizikhalelayo sikhalela amanzi kawakho sicela izibhorane ukuthi sigejwe ebantwini ukuthi bathola amanzi ivinyokomo azilalutho.
Dambudzirwa tinaro ndeyemvura panapa tina zvibhurani tine chibhurani icho chasi chine rusi asi totokumbira kuti dai taonawo zvimwe zvibhurani zvinoiswa mudhidf hamusisina mvura saka totokumbirawo kuti dai taona rubatsiro.
Sikhathazwa impilo yokuti izindlala zona ezinjoba kusenzakala konke lamanzi kusenzakala ezimpilweni zethu kuphela yikho esikucela ukuthi kakube right kakube sendleleni enhle abantu siphile kuhle.
Upresident uyakwazi abantwana indlala sikhala ngendlala ukuthi singathola ukuncediswa kakhulu ngoba indlala kulalutho kanye lenkomo ziza kufa lonyaka amanzi izibhorane zafa akulazibhorane lezi ezindala sicela zingabe ziyachoniswa abantu bathola amanzi.
Honorable Sibanda is really touched by the water situation in his constituency and is calling on the relevant departments to come forth and avert a possible disaster as most of the boreholes are not working in Vungu.
Into ezibhorane leyi ikakhulu nxa sithi isibhorane sikhuluma ngamanzi akula manzi amadamu avaliwe siltation izibhorane ezinye azitshoni ezinye ziyatshona akusela manzi ezinye zifile sifuna ama repairs. Ngikhuluma nje ngiphambi kwegedi le DTF okulesibhorane sidala isikhona pha akulanto yenzakala basikhangele labo basibukele and bayakwazi ukuthi ilo wagwele yonke indawo nalelo wagwele mission ayila sibhorane sicela isibhorane iDTF repair isibhorane ilist yesibhorane esifileyo ngayihambisa eDTF zweze sibhorane ukaenda kuma Prazi Sunrise Nima kwese kunana koko akuna kana chibhorane chiri kusebenza ukaenda ku Colorado akuna chibhorane chinosebenza taba mhlophe sogwala akuna kwese kusivu akuna mvura kumeyazi akuna mvura kuRuby Julena hakuna mvura Vungu yese haina mvura tiri kukumbirisa madamu anoda kuti abviswe inonzi silt yaya akavharika hapana amwe akadambuka mudhuri irrigation haasevenzi mvura hakuna iriko chero ukaenda kupi chero ukaenda kupi.
Health is one of the fundamental pillars which needs serious attention, especially during this time when the world is faced by the COVID-19 pandemic. A clinic is almost complete at Impala thanks to the devolution funds.
Devolution funds are meant for development, like what has happened here, and I'm so happy. And also, with some more funding coming, we want to make sure that the nurses' cottages are done, the waiting mothers' shelters is done also, and the incinerator is done. Then it will be a complete clinic. I'm sure if it wasn't for the COVID-19 affecting every business in the country, this clinic could be through by now. And I'm just hoping and praying that within the next 8 months to 10 months, this clinic should be up and about operating. And also, the devolution funds, those are constitutional funds which must come to various constituencies and RDCs and wherever development is needed. Here at Vungu, I'm glad to say we are one. We are working as a team and the devolution funds are put into good use.
Honorable Sibanda is grateful to the management of Vungu Rural District councillors and the general populace for making this project a reality.
This clinic called the Impala Clinic, I managed to talk to the CEO and convince them the need of having this clinic running because the ward is too big. It needs a clinic. The nearest clinic is about 35-40 km from here. I'm happy that through our discussions with the CEO and of course the councillors, we managed to agree that this clinic should be constructed. And it's almost done. I'm very happy. I give credit to the councillors, the Rural District Council led by Mr. Makura, and of course myself. The clinic is almost done.
This project is a result of efforts from 10 village heads of Ward 1. The councillor for the ward urged his fellow councillors to work with their legislator to develop Vungu.
Ikinga le sayakha singama villages angu-10 sahlala phansi njengewadi sahlele ukubana ama village engachaya isitina esingaki sabona ukuthi village bana ichaya almost 10,000 sasithwala izinene ziyana sisebenzisa izinqola zethu yebo kwakunzima nama-challenge laphana kodwa iVungu yathi sibone ukuthi imisebenzi iyahamba yaqala ukusipha i-tractor yasincedisayo ukuthi sithwale isitina lezi sibuye lapho kanye le-pit cent iVungu yasincedisa kodwa kakhulu engibongayo ngu-MP wethu wayenza ubona phushe imali ze-devolution ukuthi zibuye so sincedisa kakhulu imametrile isamente konke le-roofing sinanzela ukuthi ngona thina singeke subhanise lokho njenge-community okunye kakhulu esukubongayo ukubambana kwe-leadership from MP leVungu lathi ukhansila kanye lamasobhu wami kanye le-community saba ndawonye salomnqondo omunye kwasinceda kakhulu ngoba singakhayela iklinika eseduzane sikasiwalka almost 35 kilometers iletha instila kwamanye ama-councillors ukuthi nxa befuna izinto zidevelophe ababambane lo-MP le-leadership yabo amasabhuku abo lombangazi kube phakathi zafumana izinto zihamba ngendlela efaneleyo siyabonga kakhulu siyokujabula lokuthaba.
Women of Vungu are already in cloud 9 as the completion of this clinic will bring all the much needed health service closer to home.
Ngilokujabula kakhulu sibonga iklinika le esiyakhiwe lapha eThovu ngoba abantwana bethu bebelethela ezindleleni begada amabhasi edula besiye eGweru abanye begcine sebeswela ezindleleni so siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi iklinika yonke nje health service isiseduze lathi sekuzaba kuhle imkhuhlane yonke abantu abathatha amaphilisi ama-ARVs bebewathatha nzima behamba izulu lesina bechapha imvula igcwele kube nzima kube buhlungu silahlekele ngabantwana labantu imkhuhlane kade sekukuhle yonke into isiseduze sekuzasebenzisa kuhle siyabonga ngalokho esikwenzele.
The chairman of the CDF funds also took time to explain some of the projects they are targeting in Vungu constituency.
I-CDF fund ibuya silama projects esiyabe siwahlelile from all wards as a Vungu constituency. Ama projects awe CDF funding ama projects amancane sizama ukuwakhulisa like ukuthi ukuqedisa izikolo ezingaphelanga ukuqalisa lo ngama food bridges kule ndawo ezilama ezingaqaphekiyo kulezi fulafula siyathatha imali leyana kuthenga isamende ihambe iyo yakha ama food bridge sikhangele izikolo siqhakathekisa ukuthi yisiphi isikolo esesilohlupho kakhulu sithatha imali leyana iyothenga isamende kwesinye isikhathi iyakithenga noma amazenge singaqeda khonapho sihambe kwesinye ama food bridges kule ndawo ezinjenge Somabula area la ngapha eLwagwelu kulezi fulafula siyazama ukuthi singathola isamende community through ama videos councillors bamobilize abantu kwenziwe i-50-50 self reliance yokuthi kungabuya isamende abazali bayathatha labo sebesebenza bona bechaya kumbe ezitina kumbe kwakha konke sebesenza njalo ikwesikwenza imali ye-CDF.
We are going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The road that comes from Mukoba via Mambo goes straight to Slovela Crossroads across Lower Gwelo, joining the road from Kwekwe to Lupane if going to Victoria Falls or coming from Victoria Falls to Harare. The people of Shurugwi, Mashingo and the down part of Gweru would have saved 400 kilometers traveling distance if they used this road. Vungu constituency has a road network of about 800 kilometers and it's in a bad state. During our tour of the constituency, we encountered accidents which might be attributed to the bad state of the roads.
Road delay file DDF ya grade 8 kilometers. It grade 8 kilometers but grade la hamba chose. So start grade la liphendu. DDF ga isinike futhi grade la liphendu lapha lizo grade road umgwaqo file. Abantu sihamba nzima la.
The state of the roads has made it difficult for relief aid to reach some parts of the constituency. Bus fares to Gweri have become so exorbitant that some have even failed to go and get their medication. Of major concern is Sebakwenyana Bridge, which when completed will make the areas on the other side of Sebakwenyana River easily accessible.
Road delay isuka eGwelu isihambisa le Slovela hamba vanta amhlophe ile minyaka almost 38 years ingazange igcede ingamaintainwa ngishela kancane. IDDF yaqalisa mbijana yachiya isaphenduka isofisa ukuthi iphenduke. Then ibridge leli lokho lakhiwayo kudala lokho lingakana lingalungisi liphansi abantwana besikolo bengasadluli bengasaya esikolo ngesikhathi sezulu. Kodwa ngokungena kwa MP omusha lo Hon Sibanda ibridge eliqalisile ukuthi lilungiswe sile sokusebenza ukuthi isikhathi esifishane ukuthi liphele ukuthi lilungiswe. Silethemba ukuthi abantwana besikolo lingaphela bazenelisa ukuthi bahambe esikolo kuhle labadala nxa besiya khona le bahambe. Khathesi izimoto eziletha ukudla kwabantu azisahambe kuhle ngenxa yebridge leli isikamba singale egangeni. So silethemba ukuthi ibridge leli lingaze liphele konke kuzasikambela kuhle ngendlela efanele.
Sebakwenyana Bridge, if completed, will make life easier for the people of Vungu as trucks that bring inputs and relief aid will cross to the lower parts of the constituency.
Bridge leli liyanceda kakhulu izimoto ezihamba lapha including transport, amabhasi, abantu sebehamba ama 10 kilometers lapha abehlele khona ngesimanga sebridge leli ubane kalilunganga. Njalo ibridge leli konke ama inputs zonke izinto imoto zihamba khona apha ngithe zikahulumende ezibuya kuzakhamizi zihamba khona apha. So sezipota sezihamba umango omkhulu sehlula uyileli ibridge. Besicela ubani ubaba uMnangagwa lo MP bancedise kakhulu ngaleli bridge. Mina yibe ngisebenza kuleli bridge.
The legislator for Vungu is grateful to the government's efforts and allocating funds for the construction of the Sebakwenyana Bridge.
Ibridge leli ngibonga uhulumende wethu olidwa ngubaba uMnangagwa usinikeza imali yokuthi sakhe ibridge leli elahlala linjo kweminyaka 30-40 phose ifike lokusathatha independence. Abantwana besehlile ukukhosa besiye eShakara esikolo lapha abanye bedlule eShakara labadala njalo bevele besikambela lezi moto bezingacross awucrosseke isifule esikhulu kakhulu lesi. Engibonga kakhulu uhulumende ukuthi benelisile ukusinika la nxa imali yakho ebengekho ku budget ukuthi ibridge liyakhiwe. Ungalikhangela sele yakhiwe lime ngesikhathi lesi senzakala somkhuhlane lo bekhona but ayisele yaqalisa ngoba material yakhona eDDF bathembisa ukuthi khona njalo enye ikhona abavelelo wakwelo. Ngiyakuthabela lokhu kakhulu ukuthi ngenye ama project esiwayenza mina njengo MP walapha ukuthi indawo ikhangelana lo vision 2030. So lami ngithi sesifake development sifake road delay ifakwe ibe right ihambeke usukela kwamakephe usuye eBhutshe abamhlophe ukufika leShakari iyefika eDimambiwe. Tikugadzira ama road achona yaya ukuthi akchero iri dust ngaifambike vanhu vagone kufamba kana pane ka bridge kakagadzikwe vanhu vagone kufamba vana vachienda kuchikoro zvikurusa. Ukatarisa uko kunana nima uko kune dambudziko iro kuti vana vanotadza kana kucrossa bridge iko kwese kunana Colorado vanodambudziko iroro. So mina ngiti hayi kancane kuyalunga siya ku vision 2030 hayi siyabe sikhambe esikhiweni phela. Yikho ngikuthabela kakhulu ukuthi ubaba uMnangagwa njengoba is a listening president and for sure he is a listening president. If you look at what has happened in Vungu within the shortest possible time we've achieved quite a lot of things.
The government has made serious strides in making education accessible to all the people of Zimbabwe. A visit to Maboleni High School will leave one wondering why some national efforts are being put to waste. This school was built over 25 years ago and all the requisite materials are failed but is still lying idle at school. Some has been vandalized and some is now obsolete. Some structures have been built and have never been used. Word has it that this school was supposed to be a boarding school. The legislator for Vungu constituency is not happy with the state of Maboleni High School.
The state of this school is really painful. I've visited this school for on about 3 different occasions. You look at the bricks, all the building material was supplied by the government some 25 years ago. And the implementers have done nothing. This school was supposed to be a boarding school, but nothing has happened. Headmasters have come and gone, STCs have come and gone, the people from the district offices have come and gone, the provinces have come and gone, but nobody is serious about what is happening at Maboleni. I'm really worried as the MP of the area. We cannot fulfill what the president of this country wants, that is Vision 2030. We've got people who are pulling down every effort which we are trying to do. We cannot allow this. I've been here and nothing is happening. It's really worrisome. I don't know what we should do. Now I have to approach the higher offices because Minister of Education, I've been with them here. I've been here also with Public Works and even told Public Works what to do on this.
We are going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Small-scale miners are contributing a substantial amount of gold to the Zimbabwean economy. Honorable Sibanda saw it fit to engage some of the miners to see if they understand the impact of their activity to the environment.
Ngilama jaha labo sisi lapha abanengi abazama ukudinga imali begebha bedinga igolide. Imisebenzi yahlupha emakhaya. Mina ngikwama mbasoli ukuthi balapha bedinga so. Omele kuphela sibafundise ukuthi sibafundise ukuthwala okuthiwa environmental degradation nge-siltation ezabalapha ngenxa yomhlabathi osukunyisiweyo. So ngizazama ukubacela ukuthi abachiye khona igodi bachiye begqibele, abachiye khona igodi bachiye begqibele ukuthi umfula izulu lingabuya wenelisa ukugeleza. Kwenza ukuthi sithola amanzi okunatha thina namanzi okunatha inkomo. Bona bengathatha igolide abalifunayo ngakula problem kimi, kodwa ke engifuna ukuthi bachiye begqibele amagodi abo behamba besenza into zabazenzayo.
Honorable Sibanda's wish is to see these artisanal miners being given proper mining concessions as a way of uplifting their lives, as it is their sole source of income.
Yimpilo yenza ukuthi kube nje akula msebenzi ama-youth angabafana lamankazana, omama abanye bafelwa ngabantwana, bafelwa ngubaba ngekhaya, sebeze besukuma abantu abalama 60-70 years bezama ukugebha. Kususa ubuhlungu le into lapho. Kumele sibili sikubona ukuthi singancedisana njani njengohulumende lesigaba labantu bonke abakhona ukuthi abantwana laba bathola imisebenzi. Abantwana laba la ngapha kulama mine othiwa ngoShambroko, kulama mine esiwatholayo kusamele ukuthi labathola ama-shares abo balelungelo eZimbabwe ukuthi bathole izinto lezi. Yikho esikufunayo khonokho.
His sentiments were also echoed by one of the youth members who would also want to see the youths getting their shares in proper mining concessions.
Kule ndawo Shambrok mine because lapha emfuleni ngale singasebenza siyacindezelwa, asithola ama-shares ethu kuhle, asila umuntu osimelayo eqinisweni kuhle ukuthi sithola ama-shares njani, ama-shares ethu ngale aphume kuhle. So besicela thina kuhulumende ukuthi lathi sibe basirongele njengamayouth ukuthi nxa sisebenza ngale sithole izimali ezenele ukuthi sincedise abazali ngasemakhaya. Yikho okunye okukhulu esilapho thina lapho kwenza ukuthi sisebenza emfuleni njengakhona okunje balibona. Ngathi koqhakathekile isibili esingakhuluma ukuthi owenza ukuthi sidige so emfuleni ngale indawo zama-mine zikhona, kodwa siyacindezelwa ngani umuntu osebenza ngale, osebenza la ngale uyasiphambanisa ukuthi sisebenza la umuntu osimelayo eqinisweni kuhle kuhle ukuthi ama-shares ethu aphume kuhle.
But do the youth understand the impact of their activities to the environment, and what are they doing to curb the scourge of siltation of rivers through gold panning?
Tirikuita tuwe muno mugwezi kuzotsvaga mari inyaya yenzara uye kumba ukudya chaiko hakusikana kutombogarika, chekubata hakuna, mvura yakaramba kunaya, tiri kutoshupika, tiri kutorarama nekuchera, ndokwatiri kurarama nako. asi MP vatikurudzira kuti patiri kuchera ipa patikwanise kuchita tafutsira makombeda atochera kuitira kuti mombe dzisawire kana kuti gwizi kusazokanganisike. Ndo zvatiri kurarama nazvo.
Isusu totochera tichidini tichiputsira ndo totochera tichinda uku totochera ivhurire richingouya uku tichiputsira kwatabva tichingoputsira kwese kwakachekwa pataingochera tichidini tichiputsira kuti ruzi rwedu kukona kuerera chinda.
The women and youth were however happy to interface with their National Assembly member as they had the opportunity to tell him their challenges.
Sicela ukuncedisa ukuthi njengoba nxa sibona MP lathi esivakatshela wafika solapho esebenzela khona hayi ukhanya kuyasikholisisa ngoba laye uzabona uDube esilalo akwanza ukuthi asincedise ngokunye ukuhlupha lapho okuncane encane.
Ngichirikadzi angilandoda ngigcina abantwana babafowethu abafelwa izintandane zigcwele ngekhaya izulu kalinanga so siyadubeka khona phe emfuleni mntanami siswele lokuthi singathini lo mfula wona lo usugugudwe wagugudwa sesiphanga uhamba sigezi inhlabathi ezilahlwa ngabantu abethu bona babakwanisa ukugebha bengena phansi siphakathi kodubo olumangalisayo siyambonga uMP nxa esefikile phakathi kwethu so siyakwazi ukuthi uzasenzele olunye uhlelo lokuthi ogogo lathi siphile.
Mrs. Hon Sibanda, the wife to the legislator, urged the women engaged in goat panning not to bring their children to their place of work so as to avoid accidents.
Ngasibuye emsebenzini onje singabuyi labantwana abancane. Abantwana abancane sizamene ukubachiya ngekhaya sibuye thina sizosebenza. Abantwana bengekhaya. Angithi
the COVID pandemic has brought sleepless nights to businessmen in Zimbabwe. Men are finding it difficult to make ends meet, and some are even closing shops. The businessmen and women of Vungu are seeking a bailout package to help them during these difficult times.
COVID-19 le isaffecte kakhulu ngoba ukuthi sizuza into ezifunwa ngabantu kade siringakhangela ishop yami ikhamisile kunento eziningi ezifunwa ngabantu esehle ukuthi sizenze so ngicela kuba bomnangakho ukuthi nxa kuvuma imali yona le iphiwa ama business people ye-COVID lathi sizuze ngaphela wagwela
kuloncedo olungaba khona luke luphiwe ama business people ngoba ba affected kakhulu ngasikhangela abanye bazavala after this kumbe abanye ngathi sebevalile so besicela ukuthi nxa ngaba loncedo olungaphuma kuba bomnangakho i-government in general incedise ama business people singathaba kakhulu enxa ukuthi bavume
affectwa zvizhinji ne-COVID-19 yatikhanganisira mabhizinesi tatakatora mamwe maloni saka to repay is very difficult.
I-COVID-19 le injengalalutho ishop yami le kade igcwele yikho bengicela ukuthi uhulumende nxa engabe ikwanisa incedise lapho engancedisa khona ngibuyele back to lapho engangivele ngisebenzela khona ngoba kathesa kulalutho njalo likhangele nje ishop kayilalutho.
The business community is still faced with the burden of paying license fees, and with the prevailing business environment, many are finding it difficult to pay.
Isikhathi se-COVID sisithwali senzima ukuthi asisakwazi ukuthi vele siphile njani lezimuli ikakhulu abathengisa utshwala asivuli ivini loma sikhathi banye sesavala sesefika lokufida abantwana sesefika lokurenew ama-license asithwele nzima indlela sisithwale senzima besile sicelo kuhulumende wethu ukuthi mhlawumbe angasixhasa asincedise ngalesi sikhathi esinzima yoba isikhathi sakhona sikhanya vele kasithedeli emuva instead lokho kusiya phambili.
About 60% of business in Vungu have closed shops, and there is need for a rescue package not only to Vungu but the nation at large.
My appeal to the powers that be is for assistance so that this business can be rebooted and start all over again and come back to business, because as it is now, about 80-90% of them cannot manage to start over again because they've got zero stocks. Some of them they've got stock which is redundant, which cannot be sold because people don't have money.
That's all we had for you in this week's edition of Constituency Talk. If you'd like us to visit you in your constituency, please do get in touch with our producers. From me, your host, Deliwero Papazomaka, and the crew behind the scenes, it's goodbye for now.